Well, all right. What's up, everybody? I guess we are live. Uh, my name is Mike. Channel name is Cruise Vet Adventures, of course. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. Just doing sort of a pop up live here. I didn't really plan this out, but as luck would have it, I'm up late. I guess I've turned into a night owl uh, here recently. Not sure what that's all about, but I'm starting my classes back up online, start tomorrow. So I figured, might as well do a live now. And who knows? I don't know if anybody's going to be watching, but maybe somebody will catch it on the replay. But oh, hey, looks like we do have somebody. The Bud Files will welcome in. Uh, hope you guys had a great weekend. Uh, Mine was okay. We had some crazy weather here. Of course, here lately, it's that time of year where it's like 50 one day, 80 the next, and then you got the random thunderstorm that comes in, and tornado watch. So we've been dealing with that, but yeah, I just thought I would come in and do a quick do a pop up live. I'm testing out this new mic I got, so I don't know if I sound weird or crazy or anything. So maybe let me know if it's in the comments or if I was sounding kind of if it's too loud or too soft or whatever. But I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the webcam that I bought is pretty good, and the microphone works. But I've been doing a lot of uh, you know voiceovers on some of my videos. But files about to head to bed, just here to support. Well, hey, I'll take all the support I get. Thanks for popping in, even if it's just for a second. I do appreciate it, and like I say, hopefully somebody will catch it on the replay. But yeah, uh, so I bought this new mic and just testing it out tonight because I was doing voiceovers with the webcam mic, and it wasn't. I didn't think it was that clear. So yeah, that's what I got going on today. Uh, Other news, I did swap out my Ovation of the Seas cruise coming up, which would have been coming up in September 29th. And instead, I'm going to go do the Carnival Glory October 29th for the Booze Cruise. That's BOOS cruise. I guess it's during Halloween, so not sure if I'm going to get a costume for that or not. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a poll and see what people should think I should be dressed as for Halloween. I've got some ideas, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. But yeah, just kind of doing a little pop up live here and testing out the microphone and giving some updates on the channel and all the stuff I got going on. And I did hit 200 subscribers, so I do appreciate each and every one of you guys out there that actually took the time to subscribe to my channel. Uh, I never thought I'd have more than a couple. So, uh, oh well. Of course, we got Nightbot here. Nightbot's always on the job. Yeah, if anybody does pop into the live, if you type in hashtag pineapple, it will drop your link. Just put that out there. I finally figured out how to set up Nightbot. Took me some time, but I think I got it down, and it seems to be doing its job. I might have to adjust some of the settings, but yeah, back to what I was saying. I did hit 200 subscribers, and like I say, I never thought I'd have more than like one or two. So that it's always surprising to me when I see new subscribers come in. But it's good, because it does let me know that at least somebody's watching, somebody's paying attention. I do enjoy putting together the cruise vlogs that I do, and you know, it does take some time to do the editing and all that stuff, and of course, shoot the footage. But I'm just glad, if I can help somebody out, and because I go out and I make all the mistakes, and hopefully I can let people know what mistakes to avoid. Then you know that feels good to me. So, but yeah, back to the channel updates. Like I said, I did hit 200 subscribers, and so that's always awesome to see. And I'm gonna try to do more lives. I'm trying to figure out the best, day and time to do that. And so that's why I'm always kind of experimenting, doing different days, doing different times, see what works out best. I'm try not to step on other people's lives if I can, but there's so many people doing lives now, so many different uh, cruise creators out there. It's hard to know, and it's hard to really. I mean, you just kind of have to pick what's best for you ultimately. But yeah, back to the cruise lineup that I had. I was originally scheduled to be on the Ovation of the Seas September 29th, but I swapped that out. And so now I'm going October 29th on the Carnival Glory. So, I'm looking forward to that. There's going to be a lot of different creators on that cruise, apparently. And it'll be interesting, to meet some of these folks, hopefully, and pick their brains on, you know, what they what they've done, any tips that they might have, and that kind of thing. So, like I say, just doing kind of a pop up live here, and tonight the sponsored tasty beverage of choice is the Tex-Mex double IPA, 9.5% alcohol from it's the Shiner Brewery that I guess this Shiner Bock. I guess that's what they're known for. And I have to say it's got a pretty good taste to it. It's I'm not going to say it's the best IPA I had, but it ranks up. It shakes out pretty well. So cheers to everybody watching. But yeah, so I had a premiere earlier today at this morning at about 10 o'clock. It was on my Cozumel port visit vlog, and basically, it was a 10-minute video, and we pulled into Cozumel, and I didn't really have an excursion planned or anything, or booked. So I more or less just took the opportunity to go down, have some lunch, grab some tacos, uh, had had a margarita, and because I don't know, I've been to Cozumel a lot, and in the course of walking through the port on the many occasions I've had, I always seem to walk by the Poncho's backyard, and I've always wondered about that place. Is that what kind of food do they have? What kind of drinks? What kind of what's the inside look like? So I figure, well, you know what, this is there's no better time than the present. So I went ahead and walked in and had lunch there, and I guess they had some kind of special things going on that day. So they had some lobster tacos, and so I figured I'd go ahead and try that out. And oh wow, got another got an actual viewer here, and we got Sharon Rowland. Good morning, Cruise of Adventures. Well, welcome in. Like I was saying earlier, this wasn't really a planned live. It was kind of a pop up live, and like I say, like I was explaining earlier, I bought a new microphone, and so I'm just kind of testing that out. And I wasn't happy with the microphone on the webcam that was there, and I tried using it on doing some voiceovers on some of my vlogs, and it just didn't. I don't know, it just didn't sound right to me. So I, spent a little money on Amazon, and I got this condenser mic. So I'm just kind of testing out. Maybe I don't know if I sound crazy or if I'm too loud or whatever. Maybe people can let me know in the comments. But I'm always trying to try new things and anything that can make things better. But yeah, so back to what I was talking about in Cozumel. Like I said, I popped in cruise Sharon Rolling cruise vet. Where you at? Well, I live in the Houston area, Houston, Texas, and so that's where I'm at. Uh, just I was wishing I was on a cruise, but unfortunately, I'm here in the local area. Just kind of just hoping we don't get any more storms. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms here lately, so I'm hoping we can avoid that for at least a few more days. Enjoy some of the sunshine, but so yeah, I popped into Poncho's backyard in Cozumel, and they had some. They just happened to have some lobster tacos that day, so I went ahead and tried them out, and I have to say they were pretty good. I don't know if I'd say they were the best tacos I've ever had, but they were pretty good, and it was kind of an unexpected treat. And after that, of course, I just kind of walked around and I was doing some shopping. I Unfortunately, when I left on the cruise, I left my contact lens case at home, and so I was hoping I could hit up a pharmacy there and replace the contact lens case that I forgot. So I wish I had the money to go on a cruise. Well, that is an obstacle. I'm not gonna lie. That's I've been fortunate. Uh, that I've been able to take advantage of some of these casino offers that Carnival sends me, and also Royal Caribbean sends me casino offers too. And because if it wasn't for that, I don't know that I would be able to go on as many cruises as that I've been on. So, um, but yeah, that I've I s- I definitely sympathize with you there, Sharon. You definitely you got to have the money to if you're gonna play, you have to pay. So. Uh, But yeah, so yeah, I was able to replace the contact lens case, and so that was one of the things I wanted to accomplish. And then of course I stopped off at Fat Tuesdays for a quick margarita before I went back to the ship. And of course that night it was lobster night, and so I lucked out. I got the lobster, two lobster tails, and the prime rib. And luckily, my server he hooked me up, because originally he was saying there wasn't any lobster tails left. Oh, South Georgia. Okay, all right. Well, I've been hearing that they've been having some rough weather too. I don't know. I know Eddie Lugo was talking about they were getting some thunderstorms here and there, but I think it kind of rolls through here and then it heads that way. Uh, so yeah, we kind of get it first, and then it kind of heads you guys' way. But yeah, like I said, the server he was pretty cool, and I told him what I wanted for because originally he was like, "Oh, we don't have any lobster, or that's we don't." I guess that was like I guess they because they do two elegant nights, and I guess he was saying that they did it on that night. And I was like kind of bummed out, and so he was like, "Yeah, well, we can bring you two prime ribs." But then he came back later, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we do have lobster on board." So he brought me the two tails and some prime ribs, so it worked out pretty well. And I mean, hey, he could have just been like, your SOL on that. So yeah, we've definitely been having some rough weather. Yeah, it's this time of year it seems like it's always like the spring and the fall that stuff seems to just get really crazy. And then, of course, a few years ago, we had that big freeze here, and my outside pipes busted. I was lucky; I never lost power, and my pipes busted, but it was on the outside. So, a lot of people had stuff bust on the inside. So I was kind of fortunate that way. But I'm always hoping we can avoid stuff like that. We can avoid hurricanes and stuff like that. It's just it's just it just brings the opportunity to have property damage and things like that, and I'd rather just avoid all that stuff. So, um, but yeah, uh, that was basically the vlog I had this morning. And so, you guys are watching this on the replay, and you want to check it out. It's it's up and ready to watch. It's only a 10-minute video. Like I said, I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't have an excursion, so but and then in other news, I was working on getting a vlog out for my Grand Cayman port visit, and it just I had too many difficulties trying to get that put together. And I mean, I'm kind of new to all this. I'm not an expert on computers or cameras or anything. And I bought a 360 camera, and unfortunately, I chose to shoot in 360 on the day I was in Grand Cayman, and trying to get the video off the camera and then try to put it into some kind of usable video clip. I guess from what other people told me, I guess the desktop computer I have is just not powerful enough to handle that. So now I don't know. I may have to end up getting a new desktop, but I'm not sure. Or I guess the easy fix is just to don't shoot in 360 anymore, and I won't have any problems. But uh, so yeah, that's so it's looking like I'm probably not going to be able to put a vlog out for my Grand Cayman visit, which is unfortunate because I hate when I shoot footage and then I'm not able to use it, or I can't put a vlog out on a port visit. But I'm gonna keep working on it. But I went ahead and put the Cosmo because I had the Jamaica one out first, and then I went ahead and put the Cozumel out, and Grand Cayman would have been in the middle there. So in case anybody's keeping up with those Carnival Vista vlogs, and you're wondering like, hey, why's this stuff out of place? Well, that's what happened, and hopefully I will put out the cruise review next week, and I'll give you the honest assessment of the cruise. I won't pull any punches. I don't work for Carnival, uh, so guys don't have to worry about that. And honestly, there wasn't anything really bad about that cruise anyway. But I believe in giving the honest, you know, assessment of what happened. I don't do it to run down any particular cruise line or anything. It's just that if people are going to watch, I would assume they want the truth about what happened. So I got that going on, and like I said before, I did book the booze cruise, and I know a lot of other creators are on that. So I'm looking forward to that. Uh, I think it's the same itinerary I had on this cruise that I did on the Vista. So it'll be interesting to go back to some of those ports. Uh, and then, of course, after that, I am booked on the Jubilee, which is Carnival's newest ship, and that'll be the second sailing. The inaugural sailing's on the 23rd. I'm going on the 30th, and that's the New Year's cruise. And so, I haven't been on any of Carnival's XL class ships, so I'm really looking forward to see, you know, what's the what new things that they have. And since this will be the newest ship, I'm sure they'll have a lot of new things. I've been looking at some of the videos and the different zones that they came up with, and it looks pretty cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. And uh, and I know there's like I said, there's going to be some. I know for a fact there's going to be some other creators on there, so it'll be kind of cool to hang out with them and kind of pick their brains on stuff. And of course, after that cruise, the next one after that is in January. I'll be on the NCL Prima, January 26th, and that one is that's that. I turned 50 in January, so that's going to be my 50th birthday cruise. So what better way to celebrate your 50th birthday? Well, any birthday really, but I felt like that was kind of a special one, hitting 50. Uh, so I figure, hey, I haven't been I haven't been on any NCL ships, so I figured, well, go on the Prima. That's their newest one, and so I got some things in the works, and so I know that I know there's some other creators. They're also going to be on the Prima in January, so it'll be like once again, it'll be cool to hang out. I'm always trying to learn from others, and if I can talk to some folks that's got more experience than me, then hey, that's always a good thing. Um, but other than that, I do have some other vlogs coming out. I went earlier this week. I spent a couple days in Galveston, and so I've been trying. I think I'm gonna try to put together a series of vlog to Galveston to go on cruises, and so maybe they want an idea of what to expect. So that's what I'm trying to do there is, vlog some different areas, give people a heads up. Uh, but I went to Seawolf Park and I did a vlog on that. And then uh, I stayed at was it the Crown Point Hotel on the seawall. And so I vlogged that. And so those will be coming out too. So, but, like I say, uh, you know, this was this was kind of an unscheduled live, but I don't know. So for some reason, my sleep schedule got has gotten mixed up. And there for a while I was getting up early all the time, and but then I don't know what happened, but for some reason it seems like I'm staying up later and going to bed, and then of course I by the time I go to bed now it's like 3, 4 in the morning, and then I sleep till almost lunchtime, and so I don't know. That's something I want to have to figure out, but hey, I figured why not do a live and see if anybody else is around. Of course, like I said, all people can always watch the replay. But I know I was on an interesting stream last night with Eddie Lugo and Mike Clock, and they had the muster drill on, and he was explaining a lot of interesting stuff in regards to technology, computers, cameras, software, editing software, and also, you know, monetization on YouTube and what that's like and how that process works, and gave some tips on I guess when it comes to paying taxes on that, he gave a lot of good advice on that. And so that live is saved on my I've got a playlist for lives. If anybody wants to check that out, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a long live, it's like 3 hours, but if you fast forward to the part where he's on there, he gives a lot of pretty good information, stuff I didn't know. And so and I like I said, I'm always trying to, any new information I can get, uh, that can help me out. I'm definitely down to listen. Uh, so, but other than that, I know I was explaining before, going back to college online, and it's been a bit of a challenge. I hadn't taken college courses in a while, and getting back into the swing of it after several years. And I had set a goal for myself to finish my bachelor's. I wanted to get it before I retired from the military, but it just didn't work out that way. And so I've got the GI Bill benefits, and so I figured, instead of procrastinating and just letting it go, I need to go ahead and try to finish it out. So that's what I'm doing now, and I probably won't be going on any cruises until the booze cruise, just because I want to make sure I'm able to handle these courses, and so that's what I've been up to here lately. And then to start tomorrow, I actually start classes up again. So that's kind of why I want to jump on tonight and try to do it live, and and see what's going on with that. But some other stuff that was going on. Uh, I don't know. I think they're moving along. From what I know, they're moving along pretty good on maybe possibly getting the an MSC cruise port in Galveston. And I know that the Port of Galveston got an award, some sort of award for what they did with the Royal Caribbean, the new Royal Caribbean terminal that's here. And so I'm kind of optimistic about that. It'd be great, the more cruise lines we get here, the better. The way I see it, it just gives you more options, more different itineraries. Uh, and from an economical standpoint, you can price shop between the different ones. But I've never been on MSC, and but I've been watching a lot of people's vlogs on MSC, and the prices. It's surprising because the ships look, pretty awesome, and but the prices are always, seem to be pretty cheap, from my standpoint. And so the prospect of them having a port here, that would be pretty cool, to try to take advantage of that. I mean, I know we've had, of course, we've had Carnival, we've had Royal, and then I know we've also had Princess that's been here recently, and then Disney, and then we got NCL coming back in January. So you throw MSC in the mix, and pretty soon, Galveston's going to be a pretty happening little port. So I don't know. I never envisioned everything that we've had happening lately. So yeah, it's I'm always in favor of more options versus less options. So can't wait to see how that plays out. And then I don't know. I talked about it in another vlog. I still can't get over this the fishing that went on off the one of the Carnival ships, and the guy, I guess, he banned for life. So I just can't. It just amazes me some of the decisions that go on with with some people that go on cruises. What they think is a good idea, and I don't know. Uh, Fishing off the balcony. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm curious to know, like, what was he planning on doing with the fish? So I don't know if he's planning on like filleting it up, trying to cook it out there on his bow. I don't know. It's a strange one. Uh, but it was interesting too, because I compare a lot of these things, to my time in the Navy. And of course, when I was in the Navy, we did fish off the ships. Now we didn't do it in port. I guess like this guy apparently did. We were always out to sea when we did it, but I don't know. I wonder, is that maybe that's something Carnival might be thinking about? I think back in the day, maybe they used to do it. But I know we did it. They actually spent money to buy fishing equipment for the crew, Uh, and then if you caught something, you could have the cooks on the ship to cook it up for you. So that was kind of a little neat deal. But I'm always as a former Navy guy, I'm always comparing life in the Navy to life on the cruise, and it's always interesting to me. You know, especially uh, kind of an interesting thing is like whenever there's rough seas on the cruise ship, and or at least what's perceived to be rough seas. And I always see people, like bouncing off the walls, or they're trying to get their Dramamine and stuff like that. And I'm not making light of that. But I just remember, like, when I was in the Navy, I mean, we used to go through some really rough seas, and like they just wouldn't give an inch. If you were seasick, they kept you working, and I mean, it was torture for some. Luck, I was always lucky. I just never got seasick ever, and that's one. I guess the one thing I was blessed with. But some of my shipmates, I would see them just hating life, and I always felt for them with that. Uh, but yeah, that's I think that's pretty much everything I want to cover. All my updates anyway. Uh, like I say, I probably have another video coming out Wednesday. Uh, probably do the cruise review on Wednesday, and then I don't know. I might have a video for the Ray Parade. I'm still trying to figure that out, but and then I'm gonna try to do some food reviews for that cruise, and then like I say, the Galveston vlogs. But yeah, like I said, I just want to pop in and test my mic, the new mic I got out, and hopefully it sounds good. Hopefully, maybe anybody that's watching this on the replay or anything can let me know if it sounds terrible or whatever. And but yeah, I did hit 200 subscribers, so I was very thankful for that, and I'm always thankful for anybody that subscribes, anybody that watches my videos. You put stuff out there, and it's always feels good when somebody you know watches it, appreciates it. You know, but I think that will do it for this live. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. But hey, thanks for those that stopped by. I really do appreciate it. Oh, what we got here? So cruise vet, you enjoy cruising and meeting different cultures or different people. That's what I like to do. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, that was one of the things that I really drew me to the Navy was, I wanted to get out away from home. I wanted to go overseas, see how other people live, what's their life like, what's their conditions like. And that's continued on with cruising. I mean, that's why, uh, when we hit these different ports, I'll try to I always look to see what kind of excursions they have for the different ports, if they got anything, anything, like historical, or, like I did one in Cozumel back in October, and it was basically showing you how the the Mayans made honey, how they made chocolate, and then of course, I mean, there was a tequila tasting at the end, but they went through like the whole history of how that process worked, and all that. So that was interesting. I mean, I like to do the beach excursions, go snorkeling, and kick back on the beach like everybody else. But sometimes I like to learn about the history, about the culture. So yeah, definitely. That's why, like I said, I'm always checking when I book a cruise what kind of different excursions they have. Maybe I can learn something. So yeah. Uh, that's awesome to me. I mean, I've always been a big history guy. You know, I like to learn about how things, how things came to be, what happened in the past, different people from the past. So yeah, that's always if anytime I get the chance. Uh, Sharon Rowland, that's what I enjoy, but part of my family doesn't think it's fun meeting different people and cultures, but I love it. I like making new friends, their history, life story. Yeah, well, I can kind of relate to that also because everybody in my family, they think I'm crazy for going on cruises in general. That's why I'm always solo cruising is because, uh, everybody in my family, that's, they think I'm nuts. And they get, I try to get my mom to go several times, but she just wouldn't go. And it's a lot of my friends are the same way. It's like, oh, you want to go on a cruise? Why do you want to go on a cruise? So, but yeah, I definitely know. I definitely understand what you're saying there. I think a lot of people they just want to do the fun stuff. I mean, and I'm not knocking it. To each their own. Uh, if you're just wanting to relax, lay on the beach, hey, you won't get any argument from me. I just know that for me, sometimes I like to do the other stuff too. I know you're not crazy going on a cruise. Well, I hope not. But if I am, hey, hopefully I can meet fellow crazy folks, and I guess we'll just go on a cruise and be crazy together. You know. Uh, but yeah, I don't know if you've ever been to Belize, but I know I did a couple. I hit Belize a couple times when I was on Carnival, and I did the pyramids both because they've got like two different excursions for pyramids. One is the Lamayani, and then the other one is Zuna Tunich. And I mean, it's a long bus ride back and forth. I mean, you're on the bus for it's like I think an hour out there and an hour back. But when you're there, it's pretty awesome to actually see the pyramids and climb up on the pyramids, and then they always throw in like a local lunch, and which is pretty awesome. Hey, it's your life. You're grown. You can live your life how you want it. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, that's the way I had to look at it. I mean, because I could sit around and say, well, I want to go on a cruise, but nobody's going to go with me, so I guess I'm just going to sit here in my house and just not ever go anywhere. Or I can just go by myself, because sometimes people are like, "Man, why are you always cruising by yourself?" And it's like, well, it's just, I mean, I've offered to even like pay for some of my friends to go with me, and still nothing. And life is too short. I mean, there's you only get so much time here, and I would rather go out and do things and see things than to sit in the house. So that's that's the way I look at it. I mean, it's get out and live life. I mean, like I said, I spent 20 years in the Navy, and the way I look at it is all that sacrifice. I feel like I deserve. I mean, I don't know if deserve is the right word, but the whole time I was in the Navy, I was thinking, man, I can't wait till I retire. I'm gonna get to go travel and go do some things. I want to do the things that I've been thinking about that I couldn't do while I was in. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So it's what you enjoy. Life absolutely time is short. It is short, so enjoy it while you can. Yeah, absolutely. Um, it because you don't know. None of us know how. None of us are promised a tomorrow. and I could be gone tomorrow. So it's better to just go live. Go see some things. I don't know that we were meant to just sit in cubicles or sit in our house and not do anything. Uh, so that's the way I look at it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. And like I say, this was kind of a surprise live. Hopefully, I plan these out. I know, like I said, I know I got to start school tomorrow, and this term I've got to delve into some math classes, and I hate math, and I know it's going to take like every ounce of my concentration to do it. So figured I'd go ahead and take the opportunity tonight, and at least I can get out some updates and everything. But hey, yeah, all right, Sharon. Hey, I appreciate you popping in. Appreciate you watching. I know people got a lot of stuff they could be doing other than watching me. So I do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good night. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end this stream. And like I say, I'll probably have a video out next Wednesday. So keep on the lookout for that. And once again, to everybody that's subscribed, watch my videos, I really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. So have a good week next week.